Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the virus edition, aka the Pandy Pods,
aka Two Jews, No Harm, and Killabrews,
aka two jokey blokes
making fun of hokey folks.
There you go.
Here we are, aka one Sam and Couchy, two fans of Fauci.
We always got to give our support.
We are here on opening day. That's why I'm wearing my Willie McGee jersey.
So it's opening day, even though this is going to drop on the Monday when baseball has been played all weekend.
No, we can run this on opening day.
No, we're not going to run this on opening day.
Oh, really?
No, this drops on Monday.
All right, so it's not opening day.
But it is opening day for us. So, yes, we're excited that baseball is back, and we're excited that some level of sports is back.
Correct.
So that is what is going through our minds. I hope that this podcast is giving you what we are trying to do, which is give you like a breath. Give you 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes out of your day to take a look at a couple of stories that just make you laugh. And maybe this is when you're mowing the lawn. Maybe this is when you're cleaning your dishes. That's actually what I want to know. Will you tell us on Instagram? We're at Sklar Brothers. Follow us. We put a lot of clips up there.
We'll throw the clip up from the show. On the clip for the show, tell us
where you listen to this show, how you listen to the show.
How do you consume this show, and how does this show help you in your life? Because as podcast consumers ourselves, we certainly use podcasts. I use it when I hike.
I use it when I walk.
Love to exercise. So I get through a nice long walk with a good podcast. This hopefully will give you that 20 to 25 minute zing pop into your day. Let's get right into stories because we have them.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. I'll say this. Enough with the summertime festivals. Can we just say that right now?
Let's all wait till next summer.
Let's skip them this year. They're just not going to happen. No need. Find something else to do. Go fishing with your kin.
Yeah.
Right? Enjoy the music of whatever modern country music outfit that you like. Flatt and Scruggs.
Brooks and Dunn.
Walton and Goggins.
That's the same guy.
I just want to come up with like I want to go on a run of fictitious country music
duos.
Coleman and Gump.
Davis and Jackson.
Helms and Harkness. These are not real names here.
Jones and Tracy.
Cumberland and Crow. That sounds like it could either
Cumberland and Gap. The Cumberland and Gap band.
The Cumberland and Grap is what it would be.
Crane and Cooper.
Foundry and Fuchs. Doesn't that sound like that could be a band name?
Stump and Steamer sounds like a sexual euphemism.
I don't want them to be jokey. I really don't want them to.
They should sound close to like.
I want them to be believable.
Hardgrove and Graves.
That's right. So let's hope all the festivals, because let's stop them, because on a basic level, like we shouldn't
be as artists and as performers encouraging people to get together for our own edification.
So that's number one. Just stop it, because we don't want there to be super spreading events that could cause corona to spread.
Or if we stop it now, then maybe sooner than later we can start having them again.
Exactly. But let's definitely stop the ones that are dangerous for other non-corona reasons. If you're dangerous for non-corona reasons,
like doubly damned.
I don't know, the fact that it's happening at all. Here is the story about a festival that we need to actively stop moving forward, and maybe we need your help. Greene County, Iowa. The Greene County Sheriff's Office, Jay, said a 2-day event at River Farm resulted in, you ready for this? Not a bunch of people having fun.
No.
11 people drugged, 3 young women sexually assaulted, and a man arrested after allegedly threatening others with a gun. Well, you knew that was going to happen.
What is this, a state fair?
This is the trifecta of every state fair. Again, when the spread of COVID at a summer festival is not even mentioned in the list of reasons
of horrible things that happened
at a
went wrong
together.
Yes.
River Farm Recreation, located along the Raccoon River, hosted hundreds of people Friday and Saturday during summer bash. Nothing good happens on the banks of the Raccoon River. Am I right?
Yeah.
But raccoons are not cool animals. No. They look like they stole your sweater and put it on and it doesn't fit. They go through the garbage. They hiss at you. They bite you.
They're mean.
They scratch. Shit. They just crap all over. Did I tell you? I told you the raccoon story.
Oh, I had one too.
Raccoon story. So my wife and I go out to her mom and stepdad's place in Long Island. This is when I lived in New York. We go out there and we see a bunch of raccoon prints like up the side of the roof. And we're like, that's weird. Up the side of the house. So it's a yellow house and we see some prints. And we're like, that's weird. So we go in, we shut everything up, we eat, hang out. I mean, and it's this is off season. It's the winter time. So no one is out in this. No one's out there. These are vacation homes.
Fear, like
totally. So we get in there and the house has been locked down. No one's been up there. Her mom and stepdad were down in Florida at the time. So we kind of turned everything on and flipped all the lights on. And it's a 120-year-old house. It's creepy. Okay. There are apparently ghosts in there. I didn't know about it. All right. So again, it's just bizarre. So we close everything up. We hang out. We have a good time. We go to sleep. We wake up in the morning and there is raccoon shit in the sink.
Jesus.
That wasn't there the night before. So that means
you immediately blamed your wife.
Right. So that means that while we were sleeping, a raccoon either
was in the house,
came down through the chimney, shit in the sink, and then, and a bunch of food was all over the place. So it went through the food. We didn't hear any of it. And then the raccoon left. That to me,
violating.
So then I was like, we got to call over the caretaker of all the houses. And then we imagined that like his wife was killed by a raccoon. He's the first guy to die in this thing. His name is Minigan. Minigan comes over. He's
got
like,
one arm.
He's got one arm. He's got to take care of it. Then we get the guy who's like fighting these things and he just hates raccoons. Raccoons are shitty animals.
Yeah.
They're mean. Okay. That's what they want to do.
I told you, I heard scratching noises on a tree outside my son's room. And I pull up the shade. I shine the flashlight of my phone out on the tree. 5 raccoons. They just look up at me for a second, then they go back to what they're doing.
Right. Like, what are you going to do about it?
They don't care that I'm shining a flashlight in their eyes.
So a river named the Raccoon River will only bring destruction. You don't go floating down the Raccoon River, okay? You try
you
not
have boating accidents on the Raccoon
River.
River.
Try not to drown on the Raccoon River, okay? That's right.
Raccoon River floods and it destroys everyone's property and takes away your house.
That's what a Raccoon River does. All right. The event advertised a slip and slide, live bands, and all-night parties. Great call. If this was 1987, sounds fun.
Or a 7th grade like summer camp.
The slip and slide is basically a question to festival goers. How drunk are you going to get?
Well, the slip and slide, didn't we have an old bit? Like one of our first comedy bits was about a slip and slide?
Yeah.
Is that we would always put the slip and slide on in our yard and there is no ending to a slip and slide.
That's right.
So everyone underestimates
how fast you're going to go
and how far you will go
right.
after you hit the slip and slide.
Right.
So that was our bit. Our bit was like, you hit the slip and slide, it's super, super fun. Then you're in the grass for a second. Then you're in the street.
And
you're gathering gravel on your chest and you come up and you've got parts of, cars that have blood kind of down your chest. And you jump up and you're like, let's do it again. That's how excited you are. That's the power of slip and slide.
This is what this is saying. How drunk are you going to get? Are you willing to strip down to nothing or go fully clothed down a slip and slide? And
when someone goes into a pool fully clothed or into a watery situation fully clothed, they're wasted.
Come on down. Greene County Sheriff Jack Williams says he believes that security guards were hired by the owner, that they did their best, meaning
they got drunk and they weren't paying attention.
That's right. That's right.
They weren't doing a damn thing about it. And one of them probably went on
a few of them went on a slip and slide.
Yeah,
like
themselves.
Said to someone, "Here, hold my gun," and then went down on a slip and slide.
Hold my beer.
This is the problem. They said
a few underage drinkers were let in. Am I wrong?
No, they said that too many underage drinkers were let in. Yeah, that was the problem. Underage drinking. Way to scapegoat, Sheriff.
These kids don't know how to handle this situation.
I don't want to blame the victims, but did you see what they were wearing?
A bunch of 18-year-olds come through here. They don't know how to be cool when they're drunk.
Quote, I think that's where they fell short again this time was at the gate. Way to throw the gate people under the bus.
I think that's where they fell short. When you don't want to really condemn anyone, they fell short.
That's right.
Meaning they tried and they got close.
11 people got drugged.
They
fell a little bit short.
They came close. They were a little bit short.
A number of women were sexually harassed. They fell a little bit short. Somebody waved a gun around. They fell a little bit short. They fell short. I thought that people just came out of the Raccoon River like half drunk, just emerged from it, like ready to slip and slide. Completely dangerous and stupid festival. That's what this is. Like the fact that there was a gate at all surprises me.
Yeah.
Several of the kids said that one of the ladies was a very big stickler on IDs, and then the other two would basically just tell them they look close enough to be 21 and then gave them a 21-year-old wristband. Yeah, you got to go to the lady who's just going to be like, you kind of look like it.
She looks like she's all right.
She's
got 3 kids. How old is she?
All the trouble was caused by the underage drinkers,
Yes.
right? Probably not. Williams said Greene County Sheriff's Office is actively investigating the sexual assaults and instances of attendees being drugged. Underage drinkers are not the ones who are going to be drugging people.
Yes.
They are concerned with one thing, getting drunk.
Period.
That's it.
Yes.
The drugger, they're the ones who get drugged.
Right.
River Farm owner Craig Flack told KCCI over the phone that the party got out of hand, but that he did everything he could. And ultimately, the people who caused the trouble need to be held responsible. So again, pushing it off of himself.
Yeah,
Hey,
please.
I did all I could.
Hey, I did all I could. What do you expect me to do? To stop crime?
Party got
you're
out.
a cop.
Wouldn't
Yes.
you be sorry that this happened on your property? That like people got drugged, people got sexually harassed, someone waved a gun on your property? That would be like the worst thing in the world. This guy's like, well, I did all I could.
Look, we tried, man. What
Party
were we
got
gonna do?
out of
What are we
hand.
supposed to do? Stop people from waving guns?
That's
at
the
people?
closest thing you're going to get to as from an apology from
Right.
this guy. Party got out of hand.
Hey, what can I do?
Things are out of my control, and if you want to blame me, hey, that's on you. Party got out of control makes it seem like he didn't even throw the party.
Yeah, was it on your property? Did you throw the party?
Yeah.
No, so you had nothing to do
No,
with
I had
it.
nothing to do with
You
it.
had nothing to do with
No.
it because it was on your property.
I had
and you
nothing to
threw
do
the
with it.
party.
I
so
did
you
the
had
best I
nothing to
could.
do. Yeah.
River Farm plans to host another 2-day event in August.
Why?
There
Why?
you go.
August is so right around the corner. I think you should probably clean some stuff up
Are
before you
there,
have
are
this
there
in
more
August.
people that weren't sexually assaulted and drugged that need
Have
to
you
be?
not been sexually assaulted? Come on down to River Farm,
That's right.
right off the Raccoon River.
Sounds fun. Williams said deputies will be there and private security will be hired to check their IDs.
The IDs are not the problem.
Exactly.
I love that you keep coming back and saying it's the
Hey
IDs.
man, if we got these IDs set,
damn
we'd be
underage
fine.
drinkers are walking around here, and then all of a sudden they're getting drugged. It's their fault.
Maybe, and this I'm just going to say this to Flack, spend more time working on the River Farm, and then you don't have to hold festivals.
How about we don't hold a festival right now when COVID's running rampant? Again, if COVID isn't even mentioned
It's not.
in the unmentionables, then come on.
So this isn't just a new thing that they're doing. In 2019, authorities told KCCI that a similar event at River Farm Recreation ended with multiple OWIs, operating while intoxicated vehicles, accusations of underage drinking, and a fatal car accident.
If you have there was one fatal car accident and they shut down dancing in the Footloose town for years.
That's right. This is the type of party that an after-school special warns kids about. Don't go down to River Farms.
You go down to that party, you're going to end up drugged. I'm going to use this to
That's right.
talk to my kids.
Is this how they're marketing it to people?
You never know what's going to happen at a River Farm party. You might get drugged. You might get in a car accident. Someone might wave a gun at you. Come on down.
Die doing something you love. River Farm party.
Hey, come on down. It's all you.
Let's all go out like that.
Hey.
River Farm recreation party. Again,
We can all live without another River Farm recreational
if your party has that reputation from the time before COVID, it shouldn't happen again. And no party should be going on right now, as you said.
Period.
We can live without the River Farm party on the Raccoon River
in
now.
August. I think we can call
I
it.
think we can call it. We're good.
Call it a day.
We're
Let's
good.
jump out of that. All right, it's opening day in my mind, even though that happened last week.
It happened last week, but there's still baseball, and I guess we're happy about that.
I'm so happy.
Unless it stopped over the weekend. If it
Which
did
I
stop-
hope it didn't get shut down.
Hope it did.
I don't think it would have. Go baseball. Come back, and we'll talk to you on the other side of this break.
My God, we've got when you're cleaning house, literally and figuratively. When it's time, because we're all in that mode where we're trying to get our lives in order.
Yes.
Just be careful how you go about the way you clean your house. That's what this next story is. Stay with us through the break. This is Sklar Country, the Virus Edition. Don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We'll say it now. I don't know where we're at because we're recording this a few days in advance.
But last week,
as of Wednesday night last week into Thursday morning, we had already sold 270 tickets for live Dumb People Town on August 15th. That number is probably up in the 300s, maybe near 400 by now. So I would recommend to you guys,
if you want to do it, go to eventbrite.com and look up live Dumb People Town August 15th, 6:30 p.m. West Coast time, 9:30 on the East Coast. Jim Gaffigan is our guest.
working on a musical guest as well.
Get your tickets. It's going to be awesome. And if it works, we'll start to do it every other month. I think it'll be great. Also, go to our YouTube page, youtube.com, look up Sklar Country, and subscribe to that. We'd love to continue the subscriptions. We're going to put back up, once we sort of get through a certain hurdle with YouTube, we're going to put back up the clips of Cheap Seats and all the other things in there, and it'll be a really great, fun page to blow some time on in a great way.
Absolutely.
So let's jump into this. All right.
We've got a lot of time on our hands these days. There's
we
no
do,
doubt about
which
that.
is so like people are spending time. Like we've cleaned out our garage several times, and now it's dirty again.
I
But, like,
painted my fence.
We-
refinished, power washed and refinished a teak table with teak oil.
We redid our daughter's bedroom and put together furniture and painted and all this other stuff. So like
We started a garden.
right. So you've got projects that you're doing. We're spending so much time at home. My wife and I built a shed and we're still married. It's a terrible shed, but look, it can hold our marriage still. So that's a positive thing.
Okay.
It's all I'm saying is
We have
people-
too much time in our days because we've cut out the commute, right? The commute to and from work or to and from the job, that's gone. So we're just around.
people are cleaning house, literally and figuratively. People are selling their clothes, they're
Getting rid of things that
you don't
start
need.
to clutter their homes. It's good.
Cleaning house. Now is the time in this quarantine where people are sort of looking at their lives, the choices that they made, the mistakes that they made, and say, how can I
How
correct
can I
this?
improve this? Do I need this?
How can I get rid of this mistake? How can I make it better? It's like we're all a bunch of Harvey Keitels at a bar mitzvah party in a tuxedo, and
someone called us
Corona calls to be like, we got a problem.
We got to clean this up. You're
So
the wolf.
you got to
clean
get
it up.
over as the wolf. You got to fix it as possible, physically and emotionally.
Right.
But here's the deal: you can't just go online to fix every problem in your past.
You can solve a lot.
It can solve a lot. We solve a lot. I love our people at Talkspace. Those guys are great.
Yes.
Therapy, you can do online therapy. You can solve a lot, but you can't do everything.
And this next story illuminates that.
A Michigan woman who wanted her ex-husband murdered tried to hire a killer via the farcical website rentahitman.com, police allege. Rentahitman.com. It cannot be that easy, can it?
Murdering another person can't be one click away.
I feel like you should be able to get a good hitman on Angie's List. Is that wrong? You should be able to get a good hitman who can also fix your electric wiring.
Yes.
With a reference.
Yes.
According to investigators, Wendy Ween, 51. Wendy Ween. I saw a picture of her, 51. She looks, and again, we're 48. Okay?
She looks like what 51 looked like when we were 12.
When we were 12, you're like, God damn, that
That's
guy's
a 51-year-old
old.
woman.
Old guy, middle age, 51. That's an old gal.
Wendy Ween.
Wendy
Ween
Ween.
sounds like a character from a Dr. Seuss movie.
Or a Ween song. She looks, again, 20 years older than us, 51. 1980s 51. You know what I mean?
She looks like someone who would want to find every possible way to kill her ex-husband.
Yeah, she's. I'm going to blame that on him. I'm not even going to blame it on her.
I'm sure the guy who wronged this
He's
woman
a
is
D-bag.
Yes.
Total jerk. All right.
But you can't go online shopping for an ex-husband killer. You
No.
cannot do that.
Fine, you can get a lot of stuff online. All
Yes.
right.
We've gotten so comfortable. I think that
So maybe he's still ruining her life. You know what I mean? The problem is, like you said, Jay, you can buy a car online and through a giant vending machine at Carvana.
I just bought misters that
Yeah.
I'm going to put in for the heat. on
You
my
should
house.
not be able to, in your brain, you're like, I should be able to rub out an X online.
Right. That's doable, right?
So earlier this month,
Google it.
this gal filled out a, quote, service request form on the site, which describes itself as, quote, your point and click solution and boasts of 17,985 US-based field operatives. I would have said your point and click boom, hashtag
Hamilton
That's
reference.
right.
Nice. I like it.
That's what it is. And also for obvious reasons.
I would call it human exterminators. That's what I would call it.
Solution, I have as a Jew,
That
the
makes
final
us feel
solution, it
difficult.
makes
Yeah,
me
that's
feel
hard to get
uncomfortable.
behind something like that. Yeah.
Site visitors are assured that Rent-A-Hitman is compliant with provisions of the 1964 Hitman Information Privacy and Protection Act.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my
That's how
life.
I love the guys who came up with this site.
Yeah.
That's it.
Look, they're
Like she wouldn't have signed on if she read through it. It's like,
So
this-
if you see
The whole
Hitman
Hitman-
Information Privacy and Protection Act, I'm going to Google that at that point and I'll be like, is this real? Because as soon as you find out that that's not real,
but
then
Jay, I
you
was
realize,
imagining a world where she read, she's like, this all looks great.
this checks
but,
out.
But only if they're compliant with the 1964 Hitman Information and Protection Act. That's the only reason I'll sign on if they are.
Information Privacy and Protection Act.
Thank God they were compliant, Jay. That's what you look for in a hitman. You want someone who's going to follow the rules.
Someone who's not,
going to lie to you.
That's right.
I want I did go to the Rent a Hitman site. I'm gonna tell you, it looked like LifeLock.
It did it really?
It's a really well done site. It does not look janky. It looks very professional.
I love it.
They did everything they need to. I mean, I wonder.
It's well designed. It's a well
designed. It's a great joke. It's a great deep fake. Is all I'm gonna say right there.
It's like
it looks like the type of website that would match you with a hitman and also sell you that military grade flashlight that you can drive over with a Hummer and not break,
and the military sunglasses that make you look like Steven Seagal but make things brighter and clear.
That's right. You're like, I don't know if I want everything to be bright yellow. A recent update on Rent a Hitman noted that we are still open during COVID-19, the pandemic, though our Wuhan offices will be working on a reduced schedule. That's how you know it's a joke. Our Wuhan offices.
Come on. That's hilarious. I love them so much for doing this.
I'm going to encourage everyone to go to the site and check it out.
It's hilarious.
All right. The form Ween submitted to the website identified her former spouse as the intended victim, prompting Rent a Hitman's operator to contact the Michigan State Police where it appeared
that she was serious about soliciting someone who was going to murder her husband.
I wonder how many people get on this thing. Do you think and really think it's a real thing? It does look so real. Again, go to rentahitman.com. It's still up.
If you're dumb, it won't seem subtle and funny.
It is so subtle. It is so fun.
But it's a Rorschach test for your own intelligence. That's what this is. If you open this thing up, and if you come to it, and if it all seems like it checks out to you, then you're not looking hard
Just
enough.
like Wendy Ween looked at this guy right before they got married and said, I can change him. I'm seeing what I want to see out of this man. She looked at this website and said, I can get rid of him. I'm seeing what I want to see out of this website. An undercover trooper subsequently met Ween in a parking lot near her home in South Rockwood, a village about 25 miles south of Detroit. Ween allegedly offered the supposed hitman $5,000 to kill her ex and gave him an upfront payment to cover travel expenses since the target lives in Tennessee. Yeah, this woman really did not.
No, but she didn't plan it out. But she kind of did plan it out, didn't she?
If you've even seen one episode of Catfish, and our friend Max Joseph's on Catfish, and we did the special about Chris the Birdman Anderson, we were on there. If you've seen one episode of Catfish, you know that if someone says they're a hitman and they meet you somewhere, no one is who they are on the internet.
So
if someone's like, I'm a hitman,
if you get a phone call that says you got fooled by a phone call,
I got fooled by a phone call.
You have a cocaine car at the border
under my name. But if you get and say meet a hitman, and there's a guy in the parking lot you're supposed to meet, and he looks like a hitman, run away. Yeah, it's not right.
Yeah,
because the person on the other end of that line is someone's mom who's just trying to catfish you and try and do that. All right. Nobody is who they say they are.
Nobody is who they say they are.
Ween was subsequently arrested and charged with the murder solicitation and using a computer to commit a crime. Both felonies. You know that?
I did.
Using a computer to commit a crime.
I did not know that. That's wild.
Bizarre. A Commodore 64.
It's weird.
Pictured in the above mugshot, when I saw Ween was booked into the Monroe County Jail on $500,000 bond. She is scheduled for a July 29th probable cause conference in district court. Now I have to know what her husband did. What did he do?
Because he's probably laughing his ass off right now, and he's probably feeling emboldened.
I wonder, this is the other thing. I wonder what else she had on her to-do list the day she met the guy at the parking lot.
Done.
Right? You know, or maybe it is. I gotta meet the guy who's gonna kill my ex-husband. Then gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta clean out the crawl space.
Yes, cancel the kids' voice lessons.
That's right. Then I gotta go to the post office.
Then I gotta go to the bank and pull out $5,000 so I can pay the full.
That's right. I already paid the little bit on there, and then I gotta get some fresh cut flowers for the foyer.
Whew, that is a day, man. That's a lot of stuff.
And I have to find a plumber on Angie's list. That's the last thing I have to do.
Someone who has not
shower isn't heating up fast enough, and
it's not draining quick enough. I know there's hair coming down into the drain because I've been so nervous about the guy who's going to kill my husband.
There you go. All right, guys, that's a show. That's how we do. You're into the next week. We're here with you. Let us help give you a little break every single day.
NBA starts this week. Baseball back up and running. A few things that are there to distract you and help you get through the quarantine.
And a live Dumb People Town on August 15th where there may be some tickets left, so get it right now. Guys, we love you. Stay protected. Stay connected. Don't get infected. Go punch a water faucet. Wash your hands.
This is not a hoax,
but we got the jokes. Wear a mask. We love you guys.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da-da.